All right. So, had some definitely interesting thoughts today and some trying to figure some things out. Trying to figure some things out. It's been one of those days, not like a terrible day or anything like that, just like highs and lows, windy roads, you know? And yeah, trying to figure some things out. Not, yeah, I guess so. Yes and no. I've been battling some different things, different thoughts, dealing with some different thoughts. And definitely hasn't been easy. Definitely been going back and forth on a couple things. And I'm really excited because I'm going to see one of my friends today that is not from this area. He's a former missionary, returned missionary, meaning he has returned home. Elder Morgan, I'm super excited to see him. So, I don't know, life is crazy. Life is really crazy. It just really makes you wonder sometimes about the speed, the pace, the run, the chill, the wait, the look, the wonder. Man, a lot of those kinds of things. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good, honestly. I feel good now because I feel like I know what I'm doing. I haven't seen the movie MacGruber, and I don't think I ever will because it's just. I'm sure it's full of just lurid content, aka just stuff you don't want to watch. Gross humor, gross, lowbrow humor. But anyway, there's a part in there where MacGruber, he's definitely a parody of MacGyver, aka Richard Dean Anderson, who is awesome, figure all kinds of things out. And yes, that's an 80s TV show that might be a little over the top. I'm trying to get comfortable with this piece. But there's a part in that movie in MacGruber, it's just a clip, it's a meme I've seen circulated, and he's like freaking out because he's the hero, he's the male lead, he's the leader, he's the star of the show, star of the movie. And he's going, in the movie, it's making fun of the fragility of. It's making fun of the fact that, well, when guys don't know what they're doing, sometimes they really freak out. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into what the actuality is, but in the movie, he's like, no, I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, and he's just like freaking out because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know. And that's just really funny because it's funny because it's like, you know, jokes on you because like that's such a part of life that we all deal with, but the moment someone has to deal with it and actually has to deal with it, you know, we can go deep with that, but it's just a really funny clip. And I can't remember how I got to this point talking about that. But yeah, because I know what I'm doing now. I'm driving. I'm going to a place, a clear-cut destination. I'm sad because Cafe Rio, which is right over there, closed. Which is sad, but that's how that is. You guys notice in my third eye right there? I find it noticeable sometimes. It's weird. It's like specifically right there. It's noticeable sometimes. I call it my third eye. I don't know. I'm not getting into that third eye stuff anymore. Not like that. Not like I used to, you know. But, I've been struggling a little bit. I've been struggling. Because the girl I like, and this is going to be whiny, the girl that I like is really cool. But I'm going back and forth about things because I like her and we're talking, but we're not dating. We're not exclusive. We're not like any of those things, you know. And we just met really like a week ago at a singles conference. But the part I'm struggling with is she's a little younger than me. And she's like 4 years younger than me, basically. Which to me sounds great, right? Sounds great in theory, right? And there's another girl who I liked, and I guess I am attracted to her. I guess I'm attracted to her energy, basically, at times. But I'm also attracted to the fact that she likes me. And she's older. She's older than me. She's like 4 years older than me. So I've got 4 years younger, 4 years older, basically. And they are two ends of the spectrum. And I'm so not trying to like compare. I'm a dude, and you think about things and you try to figure things out, right? Trying to figure things out, you gotta think about things. Regardless of how whatever, situationally. But, yeah, so I've been leaning heavy favorite to younger, right? But I've been just kind of struggling with some things lately with her thoughts, kind of saying, you know, is she mature enough for me? Is she too immature? Is she too immature? Like, she's responsible, from what I can tell and understand. She's got a good job. She went to college. I mean, she's got a good job, good enough to pay her bills. And, but she's very, very chill. She's very, very chill. She's she's like that. She's millennial culture, basically. She's that age. And she's like, we're talking about like things are a vibe. And she uses that kind of language. And me describing it makes me sound old. But I just wonder sometimes, because I'm like, dude, this stuff makes me cringe sometimes. And I really, I like doing stuff. I like getting things done. Of course, right? I mean, we all don't like waiting, right? But I don't want to play games. I don't want to wait and invest and wait and wait and wait and talk and talk and talk and chill and chill and chill. And never know the whole time where things are going. Never know which way is up. You know, so I had a really big prayer session last night where I was just like trying to figure things out. Praying to know about things, because I'm just like, dog, you know, this is nuts. This is nuts. And the other girl who I felt was too old for me and too far away for me, I like her. I like her. I do like her. But I'm torn because I like the other one. And because I like the other one, I'm not a player. So I'm like, okay, well, obviously, you can't like both of them and be like, oh, I'm just going to flip between the two. No, these are human beings, and that's wrong. And that's not the type of person that I am. So I've been focusing more on the one, right? Because I am a one girl guy, like duh, like as every person should be monogamous, you know. And so, of course, I mean, what a no-brainer. What to have to say that is ridiculous. But it's just been, yeah. I've told her some things straight up, like and it's weird because I feel younger when I talk to her. But in a way, I also feel not degraded. Degraded is harsh. I'd say degraded at worst. I feel degraded at worst. I feel out of this galaxy at the best. So, definitely more good than bad, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure things out about, like, what's going on. And realistically, like I said, I just met her not long ago. And we had a really great time, and we hit things off in person. They were wonderful. But now that we're back home to our respective states, homes, and home states, I feel like we're just like playing around. And not playing around, but like, I feel like I don't have time for like lame conversations. I don't have time for just like, yeah, you know, I'm just chilling, so, you know, I'm just like hanging out, like not really doing anything, like, blah, blah, blah. I don't have time for these long conversations like that. I don't have time for like this immature side that I see. It's immature to me. Because to me, and I know, I mean, shoot, when I was younger, when I was that age, I had a lot of the same kinds of thoughts and feelings going on. But I just feel like, what the heck? I feel like, come on, like you should be ready by now. You should be done doing that by now. Shouldn't you? Shouldn't you be on like that whole what you want game? And like, what I mean is like, dude, don't you want a family? Don't you want a significant other? Don't you want that? And the vibe I get from her is kind of just like, well, maybe, yeah, I guess, yes, I guess. And so I'm like, dog, like, you're killing me. So it's just a struggle. It's a bit of a struggle because there's definitely a maturity gap. And girls are more mature than guys, typically. But I still tend to gravitate and click better with older girls, because I'm not sitting here trying to talk about how mature I am, but I think that I'm more mature than the regular dude, maybe. I don't know, we're all different, right? But I feel more comfortable with older girls, because I feel like that's where my maturity level is. And I don't know. It's very revealing. It's very interesting. I find things out this way, and then I find things out that way. So it's very interesting. But I just kind of wanted to make a little vlog video and talk about this a little bit, because I'm trying to figure things out. But at the same time, I also had this small epiphany a little while ago. I've been reading my art book because I got to catch up and read a chapter of my art book and really get with it with school, because I'm in it and it has begun. I have to stay with it. So I have my hands full. I have enough to do already. I have my schoolwork to do. I have to stay up on it. But at the same time, I've been working really, really hard lately. I've been working really hard. I've been working really hard, and it's hard because I'm right now, until like late July, until then, I'm kind of in a place, and I will have a little bit of money coming in like in early July. So in a couple weeks, I'll have a little bit of nice little bit of money coming in. But in the meantime, I'm kind of struggling because I have to DoorDash for cash right now, and it's not easy, and I'm working hard to try to make that money, and it's hot, and it's getting hotter, and so it's learning how to balance that. I'm literally learning how to be. I feel like I'm learning how to be right now in this situation, in this time, in this season, as people say. People always talk about what season they're in. I'm in a different season now, which I totally make fun of that, yet it's totally valid to me now. So it's going to be great to see Elder Morgan. He's younger too, so I can at least talk to him and maybe sympathize with him a little. He can help me sympathize or something. But yeah, I don't know. I like this girl. I'm interested in her, but I feel like she's very surface level. I feel like she's not like, I don't know. I feel like she's very non-committal, which I guess is like, that's fine, because like we're not in a relationship. But I just wish that she was a little bit more, less waste my time. Like, and I don't think she's trying to. She's just, man, no matter how I say this is going to sound wrong. I don't mean like she's slow. But here's the other thing I'm talking about this is my epiphany, okay? So I was doing my schoolwork, reading my art book, and I prayed. I was in a parking lot, DoorDashing, no orders, turned it off. So I prayed for help reading so I could focus and stuff. And God was like, go to a park. And I was like, okay, that's a great idea. So I went to a park, and it wasn't a park there. And so it was like bad GPS directions. So I just found a little place to park and just chilled there, turned my car off, put the windows down, tried to get some shade and cool air, and chill. And the art, which is what my classes are about right now, film and art, both are film, both are art. And so I'm sitting there reading my art book, and my assignment, I skimmed through my next assignment in art, and it's really cool. It's like making an everyday image journal. You take like 5 or 6 pictures or 10 pictures or how many pictures of everyday items from a different perspective, and you try to get people to look at things differently. And I'm like, yes, this is my jam. I love this exercise. I love this. This is really cool. So I was sitting there, and I was looking at the surrounding, and I started seeing things that I could take pictures of. I was like, this is really cool. So I started doing that. And so I started feeling myself kind of shifting into this mode of chill, basically, which was really cool. And I don't know, I got a lot on my mind, but I saw an old memory on Facebook from like 10 years ago of me and my 2 friends in Reno, and I was way immature then compared to like now, and like I don't know, like my 2 younger brothers, they're like just bros brothers, that's what I mean. And we're all just chilling, and it was a vibe, and we're just chilling by the river, you know, just chilling, doing our thing, being free, enjoying life on our terms, basically. And it kind of hit me a little bit about taking the pictures, finding those pictures of art, and the type of place I need to be in order to do those things. And I feel like the type of place I need to be in is a place of peace and relaxation and comfort. And that's a really hard place to be when you're running all over the place, working yourself like a dog, running your poor car into the ground, you know, doing all this stuff. So it's a tough balance. I have to balance making money and being chill. So that's like my dilemma. And with that said, I also feel like that helps me look, think, and approach the whole situation with the younger girl differently. Because she's already there. She's already doing that life. She's already doing that. So while I'm all frustrated going like, why can't we get stuff done? I'm like being impatient, I guess. So, but am I being impatient or not? I'm trying to figure that out. So, and I don't want to lose who I am. I don't want to revert to a more immature version of myself. But I don't want to get old too fast, and I don't want to be older than I am, you know what I mean? I want to be just right. So I'm just trying to balance it all out, you know? And I guess that everybody says stay cool, right? When it's hot, you always stay cool, you know? Well, it does become a necessity. When it gets so hot, and it's supposed to be like 98 degrees next week or whatever, you have to stay cool. As a straight up necessity. Because if you don't, you can be in trouble. And I guess so. I am trying to balance a lot of things. I'm trying to also balance my identity, because I don't want to be someone I'm not. I definitely don't want to become someone I'm not, or act like someone I'm not, just to impress someone else, like to impress a girl, or to like win over a girl. Like, what a joke would that be if you were someone you're not in order to win someone? Then you have them. Then you have to be someone you're not in order to keep them, right? It's horrible. So, you know, just trying to figure it all out and keep balance, keep the right perspective, keep my head on my shoulders the right way. And so I did get to FaceTime with her today, and I was a little bit more direct. I asked her if she wanted to FaceTime tonight sometime. And we did last night too for a few minutes, which was cool, but it's like, we've been doing Marco Polo app, which is like, you send something, I send something, then you watch it, then you send something, then I watch it, and then I send something. And it's nice, it's fun and everything, but I'm just like, I want more serious. I'm craving more seriousness. I'm craving more substance, basically. You know? So it's hard. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, I'm talking to this girl. I like this girl. She's talking to me. I think she likes me. We had a great time at the conference. But I also feel like she has the capacity to play games or be non-committal. And to be so passive or so whatever. So I'm trying not to read, and I'm trying not to read into it too much. I'm trying to just be, so pardon me. I guess this is just me getting through things and just dealing with things. But so now you hear a little bit more. Now you know a little bit more about what I'm doing and what's going on or what I'm going through. It's not all that bad either. It's just I need to talk about it sometimes and get it clear. I've been resisting a lot of the younger culture, a lot of like the millennial culture, a lot of the like vibe culture, like a lot of the cringe culture or whatever, all this, whatever, you can't even, whatever. It's hard to explain it, but I think you know what I'm talking about, just like the younger culture, because I don't necessarily, I get frustrated because I feel like people should know how to do things, and I feel like people should grow up. I feel like people should not be babies at times, and they should do the thing that they need to do, whatever it is. And I'm over here, and I know I've got stuff I need to do that I should be doing, and I'm trying my best to do those things. But I just get a little frustrated sometimes because I feel like, I don't know. I look at people sometimes or interact with them or get to know them or whatever, and I'm like, dude, like, what the heck are you doing? Like, this is the way you're choosing to live? Like, sounds so judgmental, but I'm like, this is what you're doing? Like, come on. Like, that's what you're doing? Like, come on. Like, I don't know. And that's their life, right? So they can decide to live it how they want to live it. But from my perspective, I'm like, dude, if you just did this, and this, you'd be so freaking good. You'd be so good. And so I am witnessing now, this, I guess, in this chapter, in this season, I'm seeing a lot of things that people are doing, loved ones, family members, friends, whatever, whoever's, just people, different people I've observed in all facets of life. In all different locations, all over the world, different people, seeing just how they're doing things. And again, it's not my job to judge them, but I'm just describing what I'm seeing right now. Is I see a lot of people who are, and I don't know what's going on in their life. I don't know what's inside here, what they're going through internally, but I'm really trying not to focus on what I see people doing that I would do differently. Because that's not my job. And it's not my life. It's their life. So, my fuel light's on, I'm in traffic, so let's get to that gas station soon, which we are. But it is also Friday. Yay. I forgot about this. It's totally Friday, and it's like I'm going the direction of the beach traffic. Anyway, I don't know. I feel a little different. Like I'm not quite myself. I feel like I'm a little bit too much like other people, and I'm not trying to be someone else. I'm trying to be myself. I'm just trying to be me. It's not about time. But it's life is supposed to be, we're supposed to try to make life more of a wiggle than a struggle, right? We're trying to get through it and just deal with it and get through it, and we want to enjoy it. So we need to help ourselves get to those better places and make sure that we are getting those sweet satisfactions, because that's what is on this ice cream truck up there. How appropriate, an ice cream truck. That is sweet satisfaction today on hot days. I want to try to just be myself more and not worry about things, and not worry about finding someone, not worry about working things out or things working out with a particular person or with this or that, And I really did like how much I prayed last night. I really did like that, because I don't usually pray that much, unfortunately, and I should. But it was just really, really great to do that. Really great. And I enjoyed it. And I felt God. I felt our Father in heaven. I felt His Spirit. I felt His love. I felt Him. I felt His presence. I felt Him there. And I know He listens to us. I know He listens to our prayers. I know He hears us. And I know He loves us. And yes, we should try to be respectful. Yes, we should be wise and patient and reverent. But He also knows that we're imperfect. So if you need to just talk to Him and be real with Him and tell Him whatever's going on, you can do that. That's fine. That's totally okay. So, anyway, I'm trying to not be bothered by feeling uncool, which is pretty funny. But, yeah, that's actually a really silly thing. So, I'm just trying to focus on what I need to do and get it done. And that's really what's brought me a lot of success. Because I've struggled with certain weaknesses. But in the past few months, I've been doing a lot better with that. And I think a lot of it has to do with acting on the impressions that I get and doing the things I know I need to do. Just doing them, And so that's my goal. That's my plan. And my goal, I'm just going to try to continue to do all the things I know I need to do. And I think that really will make a difference. I can't be too focused on the this and the that and the here and the there. I can't be focused on all these details, I've got to just straight up stay focused on what's important. And things will work out. Things will go the way they're supposed to. When you do the small things, the everyday things, that's what really matters. That's what leads to great things. Miracles can happen. Simple things can change us. He, God, will help us with all things when we do the small things. It's totally from a song. And that's okay, because it's true. But it's totally true. So, just trying to figure it out, one day at a time, one step at a time. Trying to do things in God's timing. Alright, I'm all done. Thanks for listening, you guys, and have a great day, and try not to let things bother you too much, because life is short and we're not meant to be suffering forever. Yeah, we're not supposed to be suffering. We're not meant to stay suffering. It's not the point of life. Suffering is not the point of life.